Hello again, David1 viewers and viewettes. Welcome back to another review. Today, we are taking a look at the Brickcraft Bricktanicals Blue Bonnet Brick Building Set. The set has 96 pieces, costs $4.97, so let's get right into it. As always, we start off with the box. The box here on the front, shows a nice image of the final build. In front of a black background, we have a bit of a glow effect there. Oh boy, we're getting fancy up in the world. As you can see, it has the same information I just said in the intro. All the children under 3 watching this video right now, don't choke on these small parts. Alright? Don't choke. It's part of the Flower Shop collection, Bricktanicals collection, I guess. One of the two. Who knows? Somebody has to. The side of the box here just has the same image as the front, but zoomed out. A photo of a real blue bonnet. So if you wanted to see what this flower looks like compared to the real deal, you get it here on the box. You don't have to type in the Google machines or the Yahoos. You get it right here on the box. Same black background as the front. The other side is the exact same as this side, the one we just looked at. The back of the box here. Other flowers and vase sold separately. It's compatible with all leading brick brands. It says up here on the top, small print. The height of the set in freedom units and non-freedom units. Extra parts for added stem height. We do get extra parts. That is a thing that does happen in this set. It says here on the back of the box, instruction manual included. Other information, black void, same as the other sides of the box. The bottom, barcode, very important, can't forget that. So, but that's it, that's the box. The instruction manual here doesn't have a black background, surprisingly. This is the final build, in case you didn't know. It says down here, final build. It has a light blue background, which I actually prefer over the black. I think it is softer. You know, when I think of the blue bonnet as the flower, I think of it as a soft flower. I don't think of it as a harsh type of flower. Here are the pieces. If you have the pieces, you can pause it, collect your pieces, come back, and you can build this set without actually having it. So, checking out the steps, as you can see, you can take a look. Nothing too difficult. This step over here, 16 of these in one step, but you know, what can you do? You have to build a lot of them, so. But remember, step 5 is the lower ones, and then step 6 is the higher ones. You don't want to mix those up. That's very important that we keep those separate. As you can see, the rest of them. 13 steps. But there's also a bonus step. My mother raised me right. Raised me to always do the optional work at school. So I did the optional bonus height. Of course I did. I was raised right. I wasn't raised no pleb. So I did do the bonus height. But that's the instruction manual. It's nothing special. It's a folding roadmap design. There is no card with the handsome man with this set. If you watched my MTV Boombox set, you know they included a card with a handsome gentleman on it. There is no handsome gentleman card for this set, sadly. But here's the set itself. Here's the blue bonnet. The title character, the biscuits to your gravy, the sausage to your mustard. I did add that bonus stem height, as you can see at the bottom here. We could take it off. That's what it looks like without it on. But, you know, I want that stem height. You know what I mean, Buster? So, we're going to keep that on. Yeah, no, there's not a lot to talk about. You know, this end of the set, especially, there's not a lot here. But here's the flower itself. Alright? I will say, set it down right here. I will say, comparing to an actual blue bonnet, I don't think this set is great at representing that flower. I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm saying it right now. The build itself isn't complicated. It's not long. It doesn't take a lot of time. Yes, assembling all of the, you know, the petal bits does take a bit of time, but it's not a long build. But I will say, without the vase, you know, without the other sets included, what am I supposed to do with this? You know what I mean? Like, I guess I could, you know, give it to somebody. You know, Valentine's Day do be coming up. So you might be thinking, oh, but, you know, the holidays are coming up, right? I'm thinking ahead, right? I'm 12 steps ahead of you, Buster. Valentine's Day is actually, you know, it's going to be here before you know it. The only option I can think, like, instead of wanting to give, like, somebody a real flower, you can give them this, right? Now, you may be asking, if you're going to give this as a gift, as a Valentine's Day gift, you know, you want to give somebody maybe your loved one loves brick-built things, and this would be a good option to that. But I will say the downside of this flower is it doesn't really have the smell of a real flower, so you're not really getting the flower experience, you know what I mean? You don't really get the flower experience with this one. It doesn't have a smell to it, but I will say, like, if you do have the other sets, if you have the vase, if you have the other flowers in the Bricktanicals, Brickcraft flower shop line, it's probably a nice set with all of them, but, you know, I don't have those at the moment. So we're just reviewing this one, and this one, you know, it's got some things, right? It's got some pieces to it. It's got some interesting building techniques, I will say. Yeah, no, that's about it. It doesn't have, I mean, if we're going to talk about play features, right, you can move the leaves down. You can move the leaves up. I prefer, you know, to keep them up. That makes more sense to me as of, you know, this. I guess you could fidget with the petals. I guess that's a, you know, you have your little fidget toys. You could, you know, hone this and fidget with the petals. Fidget with these bits up here. You could turn this and bibbity bop the things. Like, I don't know. There just isn't a whole lot besides the extra pieces for the stem height. It did include these 2 extra pieces. You get a second claw piece and a pin. The kids are wondering, what's my final score? 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. I know, a bit harsh on this one, but like I said, this set alone doesn't really give you a whole lot. It very much feels like you have to buy the other sets to get the full Bricktanicals Brickcraft flower shop experience. I don't think this build is a super fantastic representation of a real bluebonnet. I think real bluebonnets are, you know, delicate, elegant flowers. This really isn't either of them. It does do a job, you know, it tries. I will give it credit for that. But yeah, no, I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10. I don't think it's terrible. Like, you know, if you have $4.97 and you were in the store and, like, I want a little set to build, this isn't a bad option. But I think there are other options that you could pick up for the same price and have a better experience. But that being said, that's my review of this set. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had some fun listening to me babble on for who knows how many minutes. Honestly, I lost track. I lost track after the first 2. So, as I always say, winners always drink their milk. That's it. I'm out of here. I'll see you next week.